We are live. Whether you are live or on the replay, welcome. Let's take a flip through of level 6 from Simply Good and Beautiful Math. We're going to go through every page of book 1 and 2, and I'll kind of give you a feel of what the answer key is like because we don't need to be here all night. So, this is all that comes in this course set. This just books 1, 2, and the answer key, which nice and simple. And it is the last one in this layout. I have level 7 that I'll be flipping through next. It changes the style of how they approach things. Um, so preparing for pre-algebra and on. So this course, you have access to video lessons that you can do on the app or online. And let's see, table of contents here. They have a little rundown of how things go. So they have a video lesson portion or a mini lesson and supplies needed, all of that. Here you can get links and stuff. Let's see, all the basic things, right? So I'm going to guess that this is unit 1 and 2 in here, which we can answer that right here. Let's see, unit 1, unit 2, and the end. Yep, units 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And so let's see, we're going to get in here. I'm going to go ahead and move this other book out of the way for now. And show you new concepts taught, extra supplies needed. So here we go. This is going to be interesting let's see, get a good feel for it. We've got this is not the video portion. This is a warm up for them to do. And it's kind of like review. Just the warm up is discussed in the video. This section can be completed either before or during the video. And then you have the video lesson, mental math checkup, which is something that we are used to from level 5, but there's not a separate mental math book, which nice. And then you have the mini lesson here. If you either don't want them watching the video, they don't want to watch the video, or you need a little quick view on what's going on so that you can help them, or they need more instruction with you, that is useful. Then they have lesson practice, more lesson practice, and a review. This and these two portions are where that spiral learning really comes into play. And so we can keep going there. Now, as I'm just going to kind of power through here, there is a little settings button in the right-hand corner for those on the replay. If you need to slow me down, speed me up, whatever you need to do for that, you can adjust there. Let's see if we can kind of go through this way. If we haven't met yet, hi there. I'm Elaine from On the Same Page Together. We are a Christ-centered home of learning, and on this channel, we are Wow, I got thrown off a little bit. Hold on, I will redo that in just a moment. This is not my favorite way to do this. Let's see if we can adjust this real quick. I am sorry for those of you who are on here live with me. Hopefully, this will be worth it. Well, that might be better. Maybe we'll try that. Okay. If we haven't met yet, hi there. I'm Elaine from On the Same Page Together. We are a Christ-centered home of learning, and on this channel, we talk about all things family. We like to share what works for us as we strive to encourage you on your journey in life and family. So with that. Ooh. Things going on. If you're new to the Good and the Beautiful, I have now, after tonight, I will have all of the math levels K through 8 flipped throughs on my channel. And I have all of the language arts. Well, I have language arts K through 5 of the new version and 6 and 7 of the old version. That's everything that's on the website at the moment. All of that is linked down below for you. I have some handwriting, all of the science that's available on their website. And history was just released. I'm going to be flipping through that tonight as well. These do have a lot of practice going on and things. What I tend to do with my kiddos, I will kind of look through the lesson with them. One of them I do look through the lesson with. Another one, I let them kind of go through and pace themselves, and I let them determine, or I determine based on the depending on the child, how much they actually have to do. So maybe I want them to do half of these, or two of them, or only one of them if they're showing proficiency. I do have one child who's just trying to breeze through all of these in preparation for high school work, that they are just, I can trust them to know their limitations and know what they know. And so I let them show me here and there where they want to, but they know it. They'll often pick like just one thing, or if the whole page is the same thing, then they'll just do one or skip it. And I can trust that they are handling that well. Another child who is younger and does not need to necessarily be breezing through the books to make sure, because the older one's trying to just make sure there are no gaps, right? We're just looking for no gaps, is what we're doing. So they're breezing through it. The younger one is just going at their pace, and that's totally fine. But to not have excessive amounts of work, I will see where they're at in the lesson. It's mostly I trim down the review, or they will make a note. Do I have to do more of these? So when I'm correcting it, I will see if they got them right. And if not, then no, they're good. So they will kind of communicate with me through notes and stuff on there if they're just kind of getting tired of doing more and more, or things like that. So it used to be that I would go through and say, I need you to do these, or I would sit with them and say, pick one or whatever. But as they go, we're trying to foster independence, right? As they go, I try and work on trusting them to lead how much they have capacity for, or how much they feel they need in review and work. And if they don't need much, that's fine. If they do, that's great too. And if we run into a problem, you may wonder what happens if they're just skipping it because they just don't want to and they're not actually learning. Well, eventually we're going to see that, right? I do correct their work every day. They do have to at least do, if there's like different concepts here, they do have to at least do one from each concept kind of thing being taught. So if they're not getting it, then they need to do more in there. And so it's something that it just gets checked each day. And if I feel like I want to see more, maybe they're like, I've done two, they got it right, but I want to see more, I can ask them to come back and do more. It's just a great way to be able to foster some independence and communication and do what needs to be done and no more than that. Because even as they're getting older, play is so important. Free time is so important. Giving them the opportunity to work on what they want to work on, crafting, Legoing, running around, whatever it may be. That's so important. Okay, so we're almost done with book one. I don't have much more to say. So I'm just gonna, hopefully you don't mind my breathing, just sit here and flip through it. I would love to put it to music, but we're live. That's the season of life I'm in. I do not have time to film and then edit a video. I'd much rather just get it to you. So don't mind my silence. I'll start talking if I think of something. If you have any questions, though, please drop them down in the comments. I am always happy to answer any questions that I can. And I'm so grateful to be a part of your homeschool journey. Oh, sorry. If this video was helpful despite the hiccups there at the beginning, I would appreciate a thumbs up, a comment, anything that lets YouTube know that this is worth pushing out to other people who are also looking for it. Reference charts. And there's the end of book one. Now, book two. I'm going to jump right in. I'm going to give you the table of contents, unit 3 and 4. And then you don't have any of the about this course stuff. That's all still in book one. So that's good. No need for repetitivity here. Oh, I will say, if you have a kiddo who's breezing through, trying to make sure there's no gaps, um, we've done in the past where I have them do the unit assessment and then go back and do things. However, Unit 4 doesn't usually have a unit assessment, so that gets thwarted there. But also sometimes the unit assessment doesn't cover like little nuances that are added, like why are we covering? Well, this is not the same, but earlier I saw square roots, right? Why are we covering square roots again? That was in level 5. Um, Maybe they've added something, maybe they haven't, and sometimes the unit assessment will only cover like the basic portion, something they've already done before, so you don't know if they actually need that lesson or not. My suggestion is just to have them go through and do something like what we're doing, where just, have them just show you that they know the concept or talk to you and say, Mom, like, I know this kind of thing, and leave that communication open for them. And the best thing I can recommend is either having them just please read through the mini lesson and make sure, or watch the video and make sure, because sometimes I've had my kiddo every now and then will be like, oh, there is something added to this one that is actually helpful. I wish I'd known that earlier, kind of thing. Like there's little tips and tricks that can come into play, especially in the video. I highly, highly recommend the video. Maybe they don't need to do the whole video, but at least the lesson portion where they're teaching the concept before they get into like the practice problems together, having them do at least the video can be very beneficial because they'll catch those little things that make a big difference when it comes to understanding a concept or becoming more efficient in math as they move up. 3/4 of the way done. Thank you for sticking with me. I don't know, would it be helpful if I read the titles to you? Let's see. Parallel lines cut by a nope. We'll say we already lost it because I want to be able to keep moving. Polygons and something else. Okay, that's not going to work. I'm sorry. Oh, wrong direction. Let's bring her back. If you're interested in seeing what concepts are in level 5, I do have a flip through for that. I did tell you at the beginning, though. I have all the flip throughs. They're all linked. And level 7's coming. But we got to go through the answer key first. Well, take a look at the answer key. Introduction to calculators. Oh. Course review. So you hear what I'm talking about? Course review, not Unit 4 review, and course assessment, not Unit 4 assessment. So you can't go off the assessments to kind of see where they're at. And the reference chart. Oh, looks to be the same as the previous one. All right, and blank pages. Okay. Answer key. So, basic thing. Book 1, book 2. And they're showing you, it looks like just the pages that have stuff, which is nice. They don't want to make this too thick. So you see page 4, page 6. And I just give you the answers. Oh, again, this is a nice. I like the feel of this paper. Hmm, It's it's a little different than the course book. It's like slightly smoother. I'm not sure how to describe it, but it feels nice. So you just get that basic idea of what they need to have, right? That kind of thing. Okay, so I'm going to hop back on in just a moment. I will see you over there if you are interested in Math Level 7. Bye.